Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Will, and let's check our post. We got 2 letters it seems. New message, last words, I'm sorry, and Rose and a doll. Interesting. 2 here at the same time it looks. Let's try this one, shall we? Rose and a doll. For last words. They seem to be connected to each other. With one effect view, one I wonder. Let's try the last words, shall we? Sometimes we might see multiple messages or 2 people at the same time. Why do humans have so many problems? In a case like this, you have to read through both messages in one breath before we can start working on them. Huh? What are you doing? I'm trying to see how long I can hold my breath. I don't think I could finish 2 letters in one breath. Just a metaphor. Well, what shall I do to find the other letter after reading the first one? After reading one letter, you might see the next letter option. When we need to switch between 2 letters, just use next letter button. Okay, I'll start now. It had been 10 years. I've been cursed since the incident. Every time I picked up a paintbrush, my mind would start tormenting me, wreaking havoc. For 10 years, I hadn't been able to paint anything. I was suffering and I deserved it. By now, I'd spent all my savings and yet I was still alive. A friend was kind enough to set me up with a teaching job at high school, teaching me art class. I would start tomorrow. I wasn't paid particularly well, but for someone who'd been living without power, water or heat in his apartment, it was like a burning pit of charcoal in the middle of a blizzard. I was really grateful to my friend. Ironically, I just bought myself some charcoal earlier today. I thought I might be able to leave something worthwhile in the world as a painter before I died. Yes, I wanted to make one of those final masterpieces. I set up my easel. 1 hour passed, 2 hours, 3 hours. Had to put down a brush. Even though I managed to paint something, how would it be different to all your garbage in this room? It would just be another pile of soulless trash just like me. All trash. I poured the coal into a basin and put it on the bedroom floor. I put on my best clothes, I carefully made my bed, and I lived with coals. I tried the doorknob and realised the door was not locked. I chuckled. That was careless of me. I double-checked all the doors and windows, making sure they had been locked and sealed. I couldn't take any chances. I lay down on my bed, all I could see was her face. Here I come, honey. Sorry for making you wait so long. God, I am ready. Please take me away. When shall when? Oh, that one's dark. The apartment building I just moved into was quite old. It didn't have an elevator, so I had to climb the stairs every day. As usual, it was already past midnight when I got back from tennis practice. I noticed something at my door as soon as I walked into the 4th floor hallway. Was that a bouquet of roses? I myself spotted a toy I'd seen in the arcade a few days ago. I had a sudden sickening feeling of anxiety. I began getting strange emails starting the day before yesterday. This was the first one. I've been watching you for a long time. Right back to me. At first I thought maybe someone had sent it to the wrong address by accident, or it could have been some random phishing email. I didn't pay any attention to it. The next day I received another one. Please write back to me. So I have no idea what the weird symbols mean, and whoever had written these emails seemed to think they knew each other. My cell phone suddenly buzzed in my pocket. I had a new email. I clicked on the email app with a shaking finger. We shall finally meet soon. I couldn't understand those symbols at all, but the words in the middle. All of a sudden I felt a chill down my back as if I was being watched by someone or something. But my body had frozen and I didn't dare turn around. I looked into the reflection of the glass of a window in front of me, trying to see if there was anything behind me. There wasn't. I was just being paranoid. Still, I decided to go and spend the night at Jink's place just in case. I walked towards the staircase, but I heard it. Footsteps going up the stairs, closer and closer. Who could it be at this late hour? Could it be the one who'd written those emails? I immediately turned around and ran back towards my apartment, but I lived alone. What if I broke in? He would force me into a corner, pull a chainsaw from behind him, cut me to pieces. Oh God, no. I stopped at the door of my neighbour, room 414. I choose you. Help me! No matter how hard I knocked, nothing happened. I tried not to cry so much that I wouldn't be heard, but tears were already streaming down my face. Calm down, Lee-Wen. Footsteps topped to the 4th floor. We're now moving towards me. There was only one more corner between us. It was too late for me to hide in my own apartment now. I had my tennis racket up, swinging it down as hard as I could in my eyes when the person arrived at a corner. The person I hit had wobbled down and fell down the stairs. It was Uncle Son. He seemed to be just going around the building picking up trash. Uncle Son was laying on the ground. He was not moving at all. Oh my God, what have I done? Oh God, please help me. Please. Okay. Let's try that, shall we? When there's more than one letter, the white piece can move left and right as well as up and down. Since it will impact the fate of both people, you must be careful in making your decisions. Okay. This is kind of an easy one. So he's killing himself. And he realised the door was locked. Not locked, so he'd locked them all. And she is going to be killing someone. Scared. Try knocks on the door, nobody answers. She's going to open the doorknob instead. He's not going to check the doors, so he won't know it's not locked. Let's try it, shall we? God, I am ready. Please take me away. Huh? What was that noise? I struggled to sit on my bed and my head felt like it was going to explode. Damn it. Just a little longer and God would have taken me. Whoever made that noise, be it a burglar or a utility guy, I would never forgive them. Excuse me. Sorry for the intrusion. I sneaked into an neighbour's apartment. It could be dark inside and smelled funny. So hard to breathe in this apartment. I wonder we would live in such a place. I shut the door behind me. I accidentally knocked over some jars which were shelved next to the door. They made some very loud noises. Still, nobody responded. I suppose there really wasn't anyone home. Looked out for a peephole and while I held my breath. An old humpbacked man was by the door with empty plastic bottles in his hand. Who's this Uncle Son? The manager. Phew. This one's easy too. A Shakespearean said security is mortal's chiefest enemy, which could mean that every confidant is a man's greatest enemy. What? Who? Shakespeare is one of the greatest writers in human history. Overconfidence is man's greatest enemy? Well, I'm no man. Okay then. When do you remember this person's name? Wen Xiao? May I sit about time? Hey, you should pay more attention. His name is Wen Xiao Wen. Okay, I have a bad memory. I get your point. It's only easy because you're getting all started. You'll see soon enough. What does this yellow star mean? When it's a yellow star, it means you unlocked all possible endings at that particular event. Oh, shall I try and collect the yellow stars? Oh no, that won't be necessary. Our job is just to help the humans with their troubles. No matter how many times we try or how many endings we unlock, for humans there's only one ending to each story, which they will ever know. So it doesn't really matter whether or not you unlock all the endings. In that case, what's a star for then? Well, I know you're asking me, but to be honest, I don't really know. There we are, the Art Association Xiao Wen Wen. There's his ID number. Ars Longa Vita Brevis. At 17, broke into someone's home. He only did not press charges. I'm going to quickly save a game. Don't know why I saved it so much, but no, I want to save it on slot 2. Thank you. Anyway, let's carry on. Single letter. Message farewell. Someone had ruined my plan. Damn it. I sat up and realised I could barely stand. The entire room was spinning. I felt so nauseated I almost threw up. Just a little longer and I could have seen her again. The room was completely dark since I'd been able to pay my utility bills for a while. I lifted my foot and tried to take a step, but I tripped over my easel. The bushes and paints fell all over the place. I crouched down and slowly started picking him up again. It took me a while as I was so exhausted. I put the fire out and opened a window. I stumbled on my flashlight and pressed the button. Kaboom! I heard a deafening explosion. Was that a gas explosion? Typical gas explosions are caused by the drastic expansion of volume caused by the heat and additional gas produced during the burning. The concentration of a particular combustible gas or vapour necessary to support combustion is also in a range known as a flammable range of that gas or vapour. None of fuel is too low, none of oxygen is too high. Example flammable range of CO is between 12 and 75%. Concentration of flammable gases in our daily lives are typically low in the flammable range. However, coal burning in indoor gas leaks could still cause a dangerous gas to reach a range. The presence of an ignition source would trigger explosions immediately. Sources include candles, lighters, stoves, where there's possible sparks generated by electricity, such as turning on a flashlight, ringing a bell, or opening a fridge. Common combustible gases include natural gas, methane, and carbon monoxide. I saw through a slender figure of someone who fall down in a fire before I passed out. When I woke up, the doctor told me it was a 17-year-old girl who'd been sent to a hospital along with me. She hadn't made it. Fortunately, however, I was still alive. I had a third-degree burns all over my body. I lost my right arm and I couldn't speak. I couldn't even do anything as simple as ask what the girl's name was. Why? Why didn't you kill me instead? Okay, so this one, he turned on flashlight, caused explosion, which killed her. Okay, so we've only got these three to move. I don't want him to do that. Let's try that route. You don't want to open a window too early. If you do, you're going to let the air in and... Actually, no, I'm going to... If I do it this way, I'm going to open the window, stop the carbon monoxide, stop carbon monoxide poisoning. Then I'll do this one, take some time out to let the carbon monoxide out, let the air in. Then I'm going to turn the light on. That way we don't have an overflow of carbon monoxide. If I do this one first, I'm going to die with carbon monoxide poisoning. Who's there? I pressed the button on my flashlight in a hurry, and the white light almost blinded me. Ah! I saw a shadow fall to the ground. I quickly turned my light on the sound and saw there was a girl I'd never met before. I checked to see if she was still breathing. She was. I remember a school picnic during my junior high years. I'd done the same thing to scare a girl in my class. She didn't faint, although I had done it intentionally. Kids today are so weak. I carried a girl into my ventilated bedroom, laid her down on my bed and pulled a sheet over her. I went back to the living room and picked up my paintbrush. I tried to remember her panicking face, but she saw me. I suddenly had a brand new feeling, a feeling I could paint something special this time. And yet... I just fell asleep with a brush in my hand while leaning against a wall. Wow, that was scary. I don't want to see anything like that ever again. Well, if you do want to see it again, you can. While you're reading a letter, select replay to review the entire letter again. I wonder though, why can we see all these images? Aren't we just reading the letters? Technically, we're not actually receiving handwritten letters from humans. Think of these letters as a manifestation of my will. That's why you include more in text you are reading. Sometimes I only receive a message or images, what I see or how I feel. That's really amazing. How do you feel? Everything felt so unreal. Am I really a god? Have I always been living here? And has the sky outside always been so red? It seems snowing outside, but weather's so weird. I have no memories of any of this. Is any of this real? Of course, don't worry about it. Your memories will come back to you slowly. Anyway, don't you think this job is perfect for you? It isn't too hard either, is it? That's true. It's more interesting than I thought. Well, it is interesting indeed. It's also rather serious. From now on, I won't repeat myself anymore. Some of my previous instructions have been found in the help menu. The content in the help menu will also help you learn as you learn more about your job. However, you might not be able to find everything you need. For instance, you might forget or didn't pay attention to what I've told you. You might even be able to hear it again. So, truly important information, as you see here, will be highlighted in orange. Things in orange text are extremely important. When you see something in orange, you should slow down your reading and pay attention. Now answer fast. Which of the following words are highlighted orange, which is what I've just said? Truly important information, I think. Correct. The orange text may appear not in only my words, but also occasionally in humans' letters as well. Humans' letters might include text in other colours too, such as yellow and blue. Yellow text highlights digital messages in text messages or email. Blue text is messages left in fact or note. The orange text, however, emphasises something else. Explain it later when you see it. You can remember it easily if I say too much right now, but in the end, you just need to remember that orange text is extremely important. Make sure you didn't just read the lucky guess earlier. Orange text was first, and text messages and blue text. Oh boy, I think it is. The second one? You, thank goodness. It looks like you've truly mastered what we've taught you so far. You are truly my master. Aside from the orange text, in normal mode, you'll also see a lot of red text. If you read those words very carefully, you might find some kind of clues that will help you. In normal mode, such clues will be highlighted in red. This might help with your deductions. If you find yourself stuck in a puzzle with no idea how to proceed, pay special attention to a red text and you will surely be able to make progress. Right? So you should do just fine now. I can take it easy too then. I believe you, as long as you go with your task, you will eventually make it through make right decisions. Besides, I can see you've already made a choice. A choice? Yes. I told you at the beginning that handling prayers for humans is our job. However, whether to help them or not is exactly how you want to change your fates. It's completely up to you. See, you've chosen an S ending for all of them. That means you're choosing a path of absolute kindness. Well, I'm asking for help, sir. Of course I should help them. What's the alternative, that I should torture them instead? Not necessarily. I just want to remind you that a path of absolute kindness is not an easy one. Especially when you receive a letter from two different kinds of people, you have to make the endings for both sides an S. Simply achieving an S ending for one of them won't be good enough. In other words, you have to solve two people's problems at the same time. I see. Well, I'm sure I can find a way. Okay, but by the way, I suppose you don't remember your own name. Your name is Myth. Myth? You're a god who can manipulate people's faith through stories and puzzles. That's why they call you Myth. You might not know this yet, but you're actually quite popular in the human world. Some of the urban legends have been circulating as stories about you. I didn't know I was so impressive. Even though I seem to have forgotten a lot of things and I'm still adapting and trying to learn, I do feel like helping people and might make me happy. If I work very hard, I could possibly grant wishes to everyone in the world. Everyone? Well, you're buried by their letters first. However, if you try your best, you should be able to shape the world a little closer to your liking at the very least. Got it, I'll try my best. Well, from now on, let me know if you have any questions. After all, it's just the two of us here.